Hello, my name is Michael Lettengarber with Water Blasting Technologies down here in Stuart, Florida. Today we're going to talk about the SK2000 trailer. This is a water blasting system that produces up to 40,000 psi with a vacuum system that has 750 CFM. So let's talk a little bit about it. What we have is a 600-gallon polyethylene water tank. Inside the water tank, we have a bladder that will contain the debris water. Back here, we have a 750-gallon debris tank, which is made of stainless steel. And we'll talk about that system in a little bit. So how this system works is the fresh water is gravity-fed down to a charge pump. This charge pump is designed to produce 65 to 70 psi, which will then take the water into the two-stage filter system. Our two-stage filter system has a 20-micron filter and a 1-micron filter, which is necessary to have clean water before it enters into our ultra-high pressure pump. Now, our ultra-high pressure pump is capable of producing 40,000 psi. When we're blasting, we're removing paint or thermoplastic, we typically use somewhere between 34 to 38,000 psi, depending on the thickness of the paint and the surface that you're blasting on. I can easily adjust the pressure by turning the knob on the bypass valve. Now, the reason we use these pumps is they're very easy to work on. And if there's an issue with low pressure, you can tell immediately by the weep holes, as water would leak out in the area, telling you exactly where your repair needs to be. Now, there's only a few things that can go wrong. You have a face seal, you have a univalve, and then you have your packing, all of which can be changed within 10 to 20 minutes if you've never done it before. So the high pressure pump, our vacuum blower, and all of the hydraulics are receiving its power from our auxiliary engine, which produces 225 horsepower. Right in front of it, you have your startup procedure in your control box. You've got your control box for the engine and the control box for your high pressure pump. So here we have the apparatus for removal. This is our HT1000 ground hog. All you need to do is hook up your high pressure hose, your vacuum line. There's two hydraulic lines with quick connect and our electrical plug, which controls the dump valve, which is your on-off switch for high pressure. Now, the hydraulics are here and connected to our through shaft, which is designed to spin the spray bar up to 3,000 RPMs. I can control that rotation. If I want to be more aggressive, I can adjust it right here to go down to 1,200, 2,000, whatever's necessary for the removal. Now, these bundles of hoses are 25 feet, which comes standard with the unit. But you can go up to 350 feet away if you need to get inside of a facility that you're not going to be able to have the trailer inside and still have vacuum recovery and your high pressure for removal. Now, with our vacuum recovery system, we can collect about 98% of the liquid and solid debris, which is vacuumed up into our debris tank. Now, our HT1000 ground hog weighs about 100 pounds and has a variety of spray bar sizes. We can use a 6-inch spray bar if we're removing a 4-inch line. We have 8-inch spray bars for 6-inch lines. We have 10-inch spray bars, 12-inch spray bars, and 14-inch spray bars. Our largest spray bar is 22 inches, which is great for removing curing compound, cleaning, doing surface prep, or any large areas that you need to clean. So everything gets vacuumed into our 750-gallon debris tank, which is made of stainless steel. Inside this debris tank, we have a full liner, a 100-micron filter that lines the whole inside. So all the material is actually being vacuumed inside into that bag. Now, the reason we have that bag is so we can dewater. We can take the water out, and when the tank fills up with a solid debris, we don't have to worry about dumping slurry and having a big mess. So it all comes out in one solid chunk. We either have a valve that we can open up here to release the water, which makes more room for the solid debris, or, as I mentioned before, we have a bladder system. Now, the bladder system is located inside of our 600-gallon polyethylene freshwater tank. Think of it like as a flat balloon. When you fill up the tank with your 600 gallons, you start using your fresh water. It's making room for the debris water. So when the debris water level gets about a quarter way up, it will kick on a float, which will pump the debris water into that bladder. So as you use your fresh water and it's going down, your dirty water is filling up inside of that bladder. Now your runtime is approximately 2 hours as the pump is producing 5 gallons a minute. So when you go through 2 to maybe 3 tankfuls of water, you're gonna end up having to dump your solid debris. Now remember, we have a 100 micron filter bag inside the debris tank. And the reason we have that filter bag is so we can purge the water through, and when it comes time to dump your water, it comes out to be 100 microns, either through the tank itself or from the bladder drain valve located right here. So after we've used about 3 tankfuls of water, or about 6 hours of runtime, it'll be time to dump your solid debris. So all I have to do is plug in this controller, release the air out of the door seal, flip the levers, and press the dump button. When that happens, all of the solid debris will come out in a solid state without any slurry. At that point, I'll need to put in a new debris bag, close the door, air up the door seal, and that whole process takes about 25 minutes. So there you have the information on the SK2000 trailer. To get yours, please call the number on your screen or visit our website. Thanks for watching.